Today, Elon Musk announced the 6.2 update and some other stuff. So I look at the comments again, and I look at the website, and well, yeah, it was like I expected. So it's a software update. They didn't do any magic to double the range or anything, but yeah. So let me start what they are going to change. So in the 6.2 update, they will introduce Trip Planner, which is like an extension to the navigation you already have. So in the old navigation, yeah, here's a footage from June 2014 when we went on a road trip, and as you can see, the navigation will totally ignore superchargers. It will pick the shortest route, and yeah, from now on, it will actually take in account superchargers or possibly also destination chargers to calculate the route you're going. So this is good. It's interesting because the trip planner will, yeah, like I said, it will pick superchargers on the route, and it will also calculate how long you need to charge on each of them to get to the next one. So that's good. When you are at the supercharger, it will actually the app will alert you with a push message, push notification, letting you know when the car has enough juice so you can get to the next one. So that's really cool. Unfortunately, that only works for the iPhone app for now. Well, I mean soon. The Android app, I guess it will work like before. It will just be, yeah, you get no notification, and it says in the website, Tesla's website, that you have to keep track on it on the charging screen. I believe that you have to actually look at the screen in the car. Maybe there will be some indication on the car, next to the charge limit. Maybe there will be a dotted line or something saying that this is where you make, like, if you charge to this point, then you're good to go. You could charge more probably, but yeah, that's another thing though. I wonder if now, I mean, they shouldn't stop the charging if you're eating and the car finishes before you, which is likely if you're going to eat. Then you should just charge more, and the car would calculate that in for the next legs and the following legs. So this is great. The Tesla, they provided some screenshots show you how it works. So supposedly the car will now check for supercharger status live every 30 seconds, which is pretty pretty frequent. So I'm not sure how it exactly works, but I guess it will kind of poll the supercharger status and maybe even divert or avoid some congested superchargers. So it's yeah, I think this new feature, what do you call it, the trip planner, is really great for beginners, for new drivers, and maybe for drivers who how would you say it, who are not nerdy. Yeah. So anyway, I did take a closer look at some of the screenshots. So let me see. I'm gonna look at it too. Yeah. So the thing is, it seems like they when you do the trip planner, it will calculate in a safe margin, which is good. So it seems like it will calculate like 50, well, maybe 30 to 50 miles, or about 70 to 100 kilometers of margin in case you spend more than you need. But then again, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that from now on, the estimated range you need, estimated energy you need for a leg, it takes in account weather, and that's a big factor. Because with the weather, you can get wind, You get most likely road surface if it's rainy, snowy, icy, and temperature. So all these three factors, if you get them, yeah, you will get a lot more accurate estimation. However, they have to fix the tunnel bug, as I mentioned before. Yeah, there's a bug where the car thinks it will go over the mountain instead of through the mountain. So, but if they fix all that, then you have pretty much a very accurate estimation. Going back to the trip planner, I look at the example. I mean, the screenshot is seems like it's made from Elon's car, and by the time we get the 6.2, it could be changed. But as I see it, well, yeah, the charging times are realistic. The thing though is that the last leg, if you look at the screenshot, the supercharger in Tejon ranch before destination, it seems like there is it's a 46-minute charging stop there, and it seems like it wants you to charge to 90%, which might not be necessary. If in case you have charging at your destination, you can arrive there with almost empty battery. So it should be enough to charge to maybe 60% only. So, well, again, yeah, it's good. Like I said, this is good for starters, for beginners who don't really care or don't know yet, don't have the experience. That's great. But I guess for more advanced users, they can ignore some of the advices. Yeah. But I really like I said, I really like that they incorporate charging time. It's much easier when you want to go somewhere, let's say from Oslo to Bergen, and it will count in the charging time. So that's really great. However, I did notice something else weird. So if you look at another screenshot here, the from coast to coast screenshot, it will start off with approximately 60% battery, and then when you get to the first supercharger in the Rancho, Cucamonga or something, yeah, you will have 36% battery, but you have to stay there for almost an hour. So I was like, what the heck? And then when I look closer, it turns out that the trip planner will advise you to skip Barstow and go straight to Prim, which is a lot further away. It's like how much was it? 100. Let's see. Let me do the calculations again. But it was really far away. I think it was about 300 kilometers away. Let me see, 300. About 100. Yeah, about 180 miles. So that's pretty far. That's why you have to charge for so long. My speculation is that this is based on a high density of cars charging at Barstow. So the system figures, this is the live update I was talking about, that the car will poll the status and figure out that there's lots of people are charging at Barstow, better skip it. So yeah, I'm not sure about that, because it will advise you to charge to 97%, which is a bit slow. The last 10% is really slow. Actually, I think charging up to 70% is fast. Further than that, it gets slow. So well, I'm not sure. Maybe the car is right. It knows what it's doing, or it could be that when you are driving towards Barstow, the status changes. So I hope it will do a calculation on the way and figure out that, oh, Barstow is more available now, so what the heck, and advise the driver to go there anyway. But then again, if you follow the advice strictly when you were charging in the Rancho, then you wouldn't charge to 97%, and you wouldn't have to go to Barstow. This is always pretty hard. You can't guess how it's going to be, and if you guess that if you only charge enough to get to Barstow and it's full or pretty occupied, then you're kind of stuck there. So the other problem is that you know, when superchargers, they share chargers. So even if you get a slot, it could be a slow slot. You get only 30 kilowatt. So in that case, it would actually be better if you stayed in Rancho and charged there beyond 80%. Yeah. So I don't know. This is interesting. The same issue. I mean, the same thing was further. If I look at the map. From where is it, Grand Junction, and it would skip Glenwood Springs and advise you to go straight to Silverthorne. So I don't know. Yeah. The thing is though that this is the situation today. We don't have too many superchargers yet, but I'm guessing in 1 to 2 years, like if Elon Musk, you know, he claimed that he will double the number of superchargers, then you know, it would be less of an issue, because then you only have to stretch a little bit further to get to the next supercharger, which is less crowded. So it's more like the system is doing a load balance for you. Yeah, so that's pretty smart. That's good. And another thing though is that then I guess I've seen a couple of superchargers that when they built them, for instance in Aurland, they have 4 stalls and 2 chargers, but they made spare slot for a third charger. So they had in mind that one day they were going to expand it. So they probably do that on several other superchargers. That's good. And in the future, supercharger could charge at 150 kilowatt or even higher. So the queue would be shorter. So I guess it's not a big. I mean, we don't have to be afraid of anything yet. You don't worry about it yet. So all right, moving on to the next new feature, range assurance. So again, this is like a foolproof system. I think most of these new features, you know, they are mainly for people who don't want to buy a Tesla because they are afraid they will run out of juice. They hear about these stories, people get yeah, stuck and all that. So you know, this system will kind of make it foolproof. That the car will warn you if it senses that you are trying to move outside of the range of superchargers or destination chargers, or any previous charging spots you've been at. And as far as I know, you have to kind of confirm that you know what you're doing. The car will warn you, and you have to like double confirm that okay, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, let me keep driving, something like that. So they actually didn't incorporate PlugShare or any similar databases. Maybe it's because the information there is not reliable. So they don't want to get any problems, you know, that people rely on whatever Tesla shows them, and then the charge is not working or whatever. So I had the same experience when I went to Europe. So that's understandable. However, they should do some kind of, I don't know, maybe share the information. So let's say if I successfully charge on a Sonico charger, then I can check in there, and then if someone else comes there in a couple of hours or maybe in one day, they will see that, oh, no, someone else charged it just a day ago and they got good speed, 22 kilowatt, and maybe I could even rate it something. And so, I mean, why not? Yeah, I mentioned this before also, but maybe it's a bit hard to implement. I don't know. Okay, so then again, the range assurance is something that is always on. You don't have to navigate to any destination. It's always on. Yeah, so it will prevent you from doing something stupid. But I hope it can be disabled by advanced users, because I would probably be a bit, I don't know, maybe annoyed. Well, but then again, well, I don't know. Maybe people, like, when you're going to somewhere a bit remote, maybe Norway or other places, it could be a bit annoying to get all those messages, because you know that on that cabin, on that whatever place you're going, there's a charger there, but the car doesn't know it. So, oh, okay. Oh yeah, I mentioned the destination chargers. They've been that program, the destination charging program, has been in America for a while now. So basically, what it is that Tesla will help pay for the cost for chargers. They are the one who install them. So if there's a hotel, a restaurant, a shopping mall or something, or even like a golf resort, or any place where people want to stay there for a couple of hours or even overnight, those places they can apply for destination chargers. And if Tesla think that, yeah, this is okay, good, then Tesla will pay for the chargers, install them. I'm not sure about all the details about who is going to pay for the electricity and all that, but the thing is, destination chargers are free. So it's like semi-slow supercharger, where supercharger deliver 120 kilowatt. Destination chargers might deliver 10 to 20, 11 to 22 in Europe kilowatt. So it's like a good like backup, a good second charging network. So if you can choose between waiting 20 minutes on a supercharger, or you drive directly to your destination, shopping mall, hotel, and you don't have to wait, and there's a destination charger there, then that's the best choice. So the destination chargers, I heard that they will start this year in 2015. They're going to start rolling out the program in Europe also, and that is freaking great. Oh, 22 kilowatt chargers, or 11 is great, especially for those who have dual chargers. Yeah. Well, anyway, next new feature, there will be some new driver assist features. The first one is automatic emergency braking. So if the car is driving and it detects an unavoidable danger, it will brake for you, and the system will, if it senses that the driver is doing something, if the driver presses the brake pedal or its accelerator actually, or do a hard maneuver with the steering wheel, then the system will deactivate, which is good. So unfortunately, I'm not able to do a full test of it, because I don't have new features. I mean, I don't have the new hardware. I will be able to test it out though. I'm going to borrow the P85D for a weekend and some stuff. So yeah, and another feature for the driver assist is blind spot warning. So when you're driving on the highway, or actually it doesn't have to be a highway, I think it's just if you're driving between 30 and 140 kilometers per hour, or 20 to 85 miles per hour, the system will be active, and if it detects a car in your blind spot, then there will be a white arc in the speedometer, near the speedometer. And if the car detects that there could be a collision, likely to be a collision, then there will be 2 red arcs on the speedometer, and the steering wheel will vibrate, and there will also be a chime. So that's cool. So yeah, it's getting somewhere, like other premium cars. Let me see, what else do we get? The 6.2 update also gives P85D higher maximum speed. As far as I know, the maximum speed until now, or still, is 130 miles per hour, or 210 kilometers per hour, which is the same as my P85. From now on, the P85D should have 250 kilometers per hour speed, or 155 miles per hour. So that's the same as more expensive cars like Mercedes S-Class, or BMW 535 maybe, or yeah, you know, cars with a little bit more power. Yeah, they are also limited to 250. Not because they can't go faster, but because if you go faster, you have to get better tires, better brakes, and maybe better suspension and all that. So it's pretty common to limit to 250. The 6.2 will also bring back, I'm not sure, was it even there? It's called wallet mode. It's a mode where you can limit the speed, you can lock the glove box and the front, and disable driver profiles and home link settings. This is very useful when you leave the car for a repair shop or something similar. Because I heard stories that people have delivered the car to get it repaired, and then when they look at the app, they see that someone is driving the car at high speed and they're doing some acceleration, and so yeah, so that's not good. So, but the wallet mode will take care of that. Let's see. Okay, and also they also mentioned on the press conference, they mentioned that there will be a 6.0. I mean, no, sorry. There will be a 7.0 update. That might take a while, maybe, yeah, in many months, I guess. In that update, there will be a major interface overhaul. I'm not sure, or not major, but I guess a significant interface overhaul. I'm not sure why they would change it, because it works great already. So why change something that is not broken? Well, I guess it could be something to do with the new autopilot cars. They have to do, yeah, maybe change some of the displays and all that. So yeah, and also with the 7.0 update, they will also implement auto steering for those cars who have it. So not mine, unfortunately. So yeah, this is pretty much all the new updates. Like I mentioned, it's great. I like the new updates because not because I need them, but because other drivers need them. I will probably still use my calculator and calculate the routes myself when I'm speaking about the trip planner. But I guess less experienced people, or people who don't drive that much with superchargers, they can appreciate this new feature. And also actually for us when we drive in Europe, because when I drive in Norway, those are very well-known routes. I know the route better than the car. But as soon as I drive outside Norway, then I'm a bit unsure. Yeah, even Bjørn Nyland, yeah. So this is great. Yeah. So I don't know. But then again, this is only, yeah, we only heard about the updates. It's not here yet, so I guess I will do another video in, I don't know how long it takes, a couple of months. No, not a couple of months. They say it will come in a couple of weeks, the 6.2 update. So we'll see. I think hopefully I'll get it soon, and I'll test it out a little bit and make a video of it. So yeah. We didn't get any range extender. We didn't get access to some hidden kilowatt hours in the battery and all of that. So there was no extra torque sleep or whatever. But no, that's I think that will be in another announcement. Yeah, sooner or later they have to improve that also. But for now, it's just software update. Alright, that's it for now then.